Does the phrase OpsCom make you cringe? Does it immediately conjure up images of soulless corporate drones, endless memos that nobody reads, and you know who asking about those TPS reports on a Saturday? If so, I get it. Since 1999, literally 27 years ago, entire generations used office space as an excuse to avoid structure. We tell ourselves, I'm a founder, not a bureaucrat. We move fast, we don't do corporate fluff. But here is the brutal reality founders need to face. While we're busy trying not to be corporate, we're accidentally choosing chaos. In 1999, we didn't have Slack, Teams, email notifications, and project management notifications nipping at our heels every second of the day. By avoiding operations communications, you aren't keeping things chill, you are actively withholding the information your employees, contractors, and vendors desperately need to do the jobs that you pay them for. You are creating the very fire drills you say you hate. If you want to stop the constant interruptions that sound like, wait, how do I do this? And actually get your team to use the tools you pay for, stick around. I'm Summer, founder of Driven Connection, and we help founders and small business owners trade chaos for control. And today, I'm going to show you how to build a one-page OpsCom snapshot, and that this is going to fix everything in 15 minutes flat. Here's where we need to flip the script. Structure isn't the enemy of speed. Silence is. When you roll out a new tool or process without a plan, you aren't being agile. You are creating what researchers call Swiss cheese future state. Imagine this. You buy a powerful new project management tool, you spend weeks configuring it, then you launch it with a single 10-minute training video and a half-baked manual that no one reads. Technical success? Sure, the tool is live, but adoption, it's full of holes. 3 months later, half of your team is still using spreadsheets. The other half is using the tool wrong, and you're still stuck in the day-to-day grind because you can't trust the data. Your life can't get easier if you don't train people to do the things that pull you out of the weeds. Prosci, one of the world's leading change management research body, has data on thousands of projects just like yours. And the research is irrefutable. When you apply structured change management, which includes intentional communication, your entire business operation is 6 times more likely to meet its goals. It comes down to 3 human factors that determine if you see ROI on a new tool or process. 1. Speed of adoption, how fast they get on board. 2. Ultimate utilization, how many people are actually using it. And 3. Proficiency, how good they get at it. And OpsCom isn't about writing a novel, it's about moving 3 needles: speed of adoption, ultimate utilization, and proficiency. And the best part? You don't need a 50-page corporate deck to do this. You just need to stop winging it and start communicating like a leader who wants to win. So let's clear the air. What is the difference between corporate fluff and OpsCom? Corporate fluff is a wall of text that says nothing. It hides the lead. It wastes time. It's sent to all staff when maybe 3 people care. Effective OpsComs respect your team's intelligence and their time. It gives them a high-level summary. It points out exactly who is impacted, and it links to deep dive details so they can read it when they're actually doing the work, not when you're sending a communication. Think about it. Sit back and conduct a quick audit of your life. Your relationships with your spouse, your kids, your close friends, they all get better with clear, quality communication. When everyone is on the same page, conflict drops. It's wild that we understand this in our living rooms, but we forget this in our boardrooms. But we're going to fix that right now. I'm going to teach you the one-page OpsCom snapshot. This is going to be your new secret weapon. It's lightweight, it's impactful, and it can be drafted on a napkin. If you have a change coming up, a new tool, a new policy, a new role, grab a piece of paper. We're doing this together. Step 1, define the change in plain English. First, write down the change. 1 sentence, no jargon. We are switching from Trello to ClickUp. Or, we're changing the reoccurring Tuesday meeting to Thursday. Then answer these questions. Why now? And what happens if we do nothing? Prosci found that employees want to hear the big picture why from you, the founder, the partner, the leader. Leaders often skip this step because it's obvious to them, but it's not obvious to your team. Tell them why staying in the same place is dangerous. Step 2, list the impacted groups. Who has to change their behavior? Is it sales? Is it customer support? Is it everyone? Be specific. Bad comms blast everyone. Good comms target the right people. And step 3, you're going to draft 2 messages. Message 1 is from you, the founder or the senior leader. This goes to everyone that is impacted. It covers the why and the why now and the risk of doing nothing. Remember, keep this high level. Message 2, that's going to be from the person's direct manager. Data shows employees prefer to hear how this affects my job from their direct supervisor. Equip your managers to have that conversation. This communication can be written or verbal, but be consistent in your delivery methods. Start off your next one-on-one with, hey, this switch means you need to log in here Monday. Here's why. Here are the resources that will be available to support you. Now, if you're a solopreneur or running a micro team where you're the founder and the manager, you obviously don't need to send 2 separate emails. In this case, combine them and structure it clearly. Start with the big why, the vision, and then transition clearly into the practical how, the instructions. Don't mix them up or your team will miss the instructions while they're reading the vision. Step 4, choose lightweight channels. Don't just send a single email and call it a day. Email is great, and it's a solid choice of truth that people can search for later. Make it a core announcement tool. But we live in a multimedia world, and everyone on your team, they work and learn differently. So augment that email. Record a 2-minute Loom video for your visual learners. Hold a 10-minute weekly stand-up huddle for people who like to ask questions in real time. Post a quick poll in ClickUp or Google Chat. This is sometimes referred to as the right size mechanisms. Mix it up so people will actually pay attention. And last, step 5, the follow-up check. Commit to at least 1 check-in. Don't hit send and pray. Ask people, what did you take away from that update? If they stare at you blankly, you didn't over-communicate, you under-communicated. And that's it. Altogether, the steps for the 1-page OpsCom Snapshot are: define the change, target the group, send the why from you and the how from the other managers, and check for understanding. By doing this, you avoid the Swiss cheese nightmare. You get fewer surprises, faster adoption, and a team that trusts you to lead them. So here's my challenge for you. In the next 30 days, pick 1 change, even a small one, and use this 1-page OpsCom Snapshot. Stop hiding behind the fear of being too corporate. Start treating your communication like a strategic asset, because it is. This isn't just about sending nicer emails. It's about turning every change into real, measurable ROI instead of another half-baked rollout your team quietly ignores. I'm Summer, and we'll catch up soon on the next installment of Driven Growth.